was the camping, Joe?
This camp, I feel like this camp was a lot better than the last camp. I think the body adapts better to the shorter camps. And the comparison was the 12-week camp. There's a few weeks there where the body hit a wall and couldn't really. I think we were actually lucky enough to build back up to the fight in time with that last camp. Or with this previous camp for this fight, I feel in great shape.
Do you think that's going to be the formula going forward, or is it just because of your relatively young training age and that shorter camp suit?
I think this will be the formula going forward. And just I think sort of the peak training camp that we sort of peak around week 8. So I think if we had to train for a fight, we'll just use the same sort of the formula and same duration of camp because it works.
Yeah. And how's the elbow?
That was good. Like I did, it's a little bit sore here and there. Not as bad as the last. Last year we've been doing everything we could to improve it. Neuromuscular specialists, going to massages and all sorts of things. But I think the pain has moved up to the shoulders now. So I don't know. It's not old age because I'm not old yet, but maybe it's just a sign of working hard.
Is that from the gym just looking out? Is that what it is? The speed that your body can't quite cope with somehow?
I think sometimes it is when you throw the jab and it's got a good speed on it. It doesn't. Maybe it needs more muscle to help support it.
Are you more self-conscious of it when you're sparring now of the elbows? Is it something that comes into your head now? Because you had some elbow issues in the previous fight, didn't you?
Yeah.
Is it something that enters your mind, or you just train without even thinking about it?
No, I do my best to train without thinking about it, but when you feel it, it just hits the spot in here where you have to think about it. But like we've been doing everything we can to make it feel better. Like I said, the neuromuscular specialist, seeing other people who know about these things, and also Kev's been putting heat and ice packs and all sorts of things.
Because I saw you guys were getting ice packs put on that even before the fight with Takam, when you were just doing some work in drill tech.
Yeah, I mean we're icing it every chance we have. Yeah. Even in training camp, between rounds of sparring, icing it. So we're trying our best to keep it as good as possible.
What are your goals for the Solomon fight, mate? Just looking at your respective 2 last fights, you struggled against an time guy well past his peak.
Yeah.
You obviously points victory against a very good fighter and attacker.
Yeah.
Do you want to stop Solomon? I mean, what's the goal?
No, it'll be nice to stop him, but for me, the way I see this is that Solomon's taking this fight very seriously. He moved this whole training camp to LA, and he's training with Manny's conditioning trainer, Justin Fortune. So he's taking this seriously. This is for him. I think this is a make or break. He wants what I have, the mandatory position to fight for the IBF World title. What I'd like to see in myself in this fight is better defense, better movement, better distance. I'm a taller man, so I should be using what I have to my advantage.
Has it been hard mentally preparing for this fight, knowing the upcoming fight with Joshua was on the cards?
No, there is, he's always in the back of your head, but you got to focus on what's in front of you. And if you don't focus on what's in front of you, that's probably the one that'll get to you. So the full focus at the moment is on Solomon. I won't mention his name, the other guy, because Solomon's who's in front of me.
When the other guy, obviously he's in your sights down the track. When do you think you might face him, or do you not really want to go ahead at all?
I like to face him when they're ready. They caught us out. He caught us out after the fight, and I think our team has approached him and asked him to take us anytime we want. When they're ready, I think they want another fight. So we're ready anytime.
Looks like he might fight in November.
Yeah.
And then maybe you might be next.
Yeah, and then maybe have a chance to with him.
But you're not thinking about that yet?
No, I just said to myself after his last fight, I won't mention his name until after my fight with Solomon. So I won't talk about him.
Whoever he is.
Yeah.
Where can Solomon hurt you? He's a 40-year-old guy.
Yeah.
Sort of really with his last chance.
I believe with the last 3 years of training, I've built a really good skill set, And even though I didn't display it in the last fight, I know that I could do a lot better. I think Solomon, what he brings, or what people lose later on, is the power. So I believe, you know, with the power that he has, anything can happen. So, you know, I've seen him throw all his combinations and punches with bad intentions.
You do have a common opponent in Nascimento, don't you?
Yeah, common opponent. He knocked out Nascimento, so it shows he's definitely got power.
What have, when you look back on the Takam fight, what have you taken out of it?
Look back at the Takam fight, I was pleased that I went 12 rounds, knowing that I could dig deep when I need to. It showed that I have mental toughness, but it also showed that that I need to work on all the things. You know, there's positive things that I did in the fight, and there's also negative things. So going to this previous camp of being able to work on those things that we saw that we needed to work on, and I can say with the sparring that we had, we definitely seen the improvements, and Kevin's in a happy place. I'm also in a happy place.
We're talking about defence, right?
Defense, movement, head movement.
Is there any drills he's introduced for head movement?
Yeah, just throwing shoes at me, throwing something.
That'll work.
Does this fight coming up feel like a step back at all from the Takam fight at all?
No, nothing feels like a step back. You know, like I said, these guys are coming with extra drive and motivation, so I feel it's with every fight's a challenge. And even though it's not the same challenge as the previous fight, it's different challenges that everyone brings. And that's why it's interesting that there's a lot of different styles, because styles make fights.
It's about me actually.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you, team.